Well, hello again, everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee Talk.
Yeah. Today, we are on our fourth day, so to speak, September 20th, I think.
I think it was the 25th.
25th?
Yeah, I think this is September 25th.
25th, yep, there we go.
Yep, and Mr. Hyde is back here,
Yep.
so we're going to get into a conversation with him.
Yep, last time we talked with Rachel, who was a Neko Mimi, is what they called her, but she's a cat girl, but she can transform into cats too. So, yeah.
Yeah, local celebrity, and then Georgie came by, our local police officer that's a regular here. And of course, Freya was here as well. So
right.
And an orc, who we don't know her name yet, but she was around.
Yeah, we hope she'll visit again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Also
Probably
read
part of the striking, the union stuff.
Right. Also read some weird short stories at the end of the last episode too. So if you missed those, go back for them. Just know that they're a little weird.
Yep. Probably have some more coming. We'll get those on our little app on our phone.
Right. All right.
Good evening, Mr. Hyde.
Right. Hey, before we get started for real though, what kind of tea you drinking?
Yeah, I just finished up my black mango tea. It was very good. I'm not sure what I'm going to get into next here, but probably something pretty soon here. Yeah, the black mango, kind of one of my regulars that I quite enjoy. If you like black tea, I do recommend it, unless you hate mango.
Right.
Yeah, still working on yours.
Yeah, I'm still sipping on the samurai mate from last episode.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, it's a very robust tea, and I've got a nice tumbler cup now. It keeps it hot, which helps keep the flavor a little more where it's supposed to be, and not get super bitter or cold when it cools down too much.
Yeah, that's really useful. I don't like it when you end up with lukewarm tea. You kind of lose a little bit of the flavor richness.
Right. I find that's true for most drinks that do well, either hot or cold. When they get into that middle range, it's just not as good.
Yes, indeed.
Evening.
Are you by yourself tonight, sir?
Gala is coming after his shift. It's pretty empty here.
You're our first customer tonight.
Right, he's a vampire, and Gala was a werewolf.
Is there something wrong?
Oh, nothing. It's just a bit strange that you say our.
I was wondering about that too.
When obviously there's only you here.
Oh. I guess it's just me, but when I'm working, I always put myself as the barista and the coffee shop.
That's fair. I see. Anyway, I need to order something.
What do you want to drink tonight?
Do you have any blood?
Sorry, sir, but we don't.
Come on, did you think I was serious?
Oh.
Nah, give me your ginger green tea. Make sure it's very warm and bitter. Alright. So, ginger. Just add another tea, maybe? Warm and bitter.
That does max out the bitter, yep. Sounds good.
Ginger green tea, let's do it.
Here is your ginger green tea.
Oh, I'm curious if our... Oh, hey, that is active. What's going on here? Oh, we got another thing for Hyde. Self-summary. Art of Los Angeles Agency. Old enough, yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life.
Fair enough.
Let's see if we got any discovered stuff in here.
No. You still got to discover some drinks, I think.
Quite a few, yeah.
I wonder how you're supposed to discover all of these.
I assume if you mix it correctly, it will show itself. Alright. Let's see. Not enough.
Excuse me?
It's not warm or bitter enough.
I'm sorry.
Really? Forget it.
Maybe 2 gingers and like a green tea or something like that.
Maybe. It's not bad. But definitely not enough.
By the way, if you don't mind my asking.
Ask away.
You said you're here for work?
Yes. For a couple of weeks.
You're not in the medical industry like Mr. Gala, are you?
Hell no. I could never imagine myself doing something so... what's the word? Something so honorable as that.
What? Then are you dealing with something I shouldn't ask about?
I'm not a criminal. In case that's what you had in mind. I mean, it's not an evil job, per se. But definitely not as honorable as working in a hospital.
Then what is it?
Yes.
You travel a lot?
More or less.
You befriended a startup founder. So I assume you either have your own startup or you work in some kind of investment agency.
I used to, but not anymore. That startup founder, he's just a friend.
Then what do you do?
I've had many career paths in my life. They got boring after a while. So right now, I'm a model.
I didn't expect that. Man, it's on his social page.
Yeah, but we're looking at that. I don't know that Bill is.
Yeah, it's true. But you have the looks and the figure. So I guess it makes sense.
There's a regular Cujo over here.
Hmm.
You want to know a secret?
Sure.
Those ads for anti-aging skincare products?
No way!
Vampire models. We are naturally good looking. Skin paler than an elf's. But we don't have those annoying pointy ears. Which makes us basically a bunch of good looking living mannequins. How better to advertise anti-aging products than with people who naturally don't age?
Isn't that false advertising?
Don't be naive. Truth is a matter of circumstance and perspective. Advertising is just to frame the truth.
I never thought of it that way. How long have you been modeling?
Oh, not long. Not much more than 30 years.
Wow.
It's interesting to think about how length is not perceived the same way.
If you
Because
live that long,
yeah.
like what would you perceive as a short amount of time?
Yeah,
Would 30 years be like a day for you?
You know, even barring that, like, maybe not quite that short, but if he's been around even a few hundred years, right? 30 years probably feels like a few months, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe 3 years. Like, it's so minimal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening.
Can you please be a little quieter? There's another customer here. Act like a civilized person if you can.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Just trying to
boy.
make this place a little livelier. You don't mind, right, sir? Because he's a vampire. That's even better. Oh, goodness. No, I don't mind. I'm pretty sure I saw you the last time I was here. You bet. You could say I'm a regular here.
Hence the attitude.
Hey. You look very happy. Any special occasion? Nah, nothing. This is my default state.
She only has two states. Either extreme excitement or super stressed. We have to bust on you, Freya.
I know.
You're the regular here. We gotta bust on you all the time.
Right. Stop putting me in a bad light. Anyway, what were you talking about?
We were talking about Mr. Hyde's profession.
And what is your profession, dear sir? I'm a model. I am the very
Interesting.
model of a modern major general.
He's been doing it for 30 years.
Holy shit, 30 years of modeling? That's a long time. Not for me. My current liaison in the clothing brand I work with is the daughter of the guy I worked with when I started modeling. Usually I work until the grandchild. That's really cool. I'm Freya, by the way. Nice to meet you, Freya.
How's the writing so far?
It's okay. But I'm stuck and in need of a warm drink. So bring me something, please.
Coffee?
Nah, I need to take it slow tonight. Maybe something warm and sweet without coffee.
Warm and sweet
All right.
without coffee. So it's probably
Tea?
choco powder.
It could be choco. Yeah, hold up. That would make more sense.
With, I mean, that'll certainly crank up the sweetness.
It's not warm.
What if you do 2 choco, or a tea and a choco powder?
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
honey tea? You could do 2 choco powders, right?
Well, yeah, I could do 2 choco powders or 2 teas or 2 honeys or...
Okay. I'm just wondering,
Yeah,
like...
I could do that, but that's bitter and cool, and she wants warm.
You're right. Yeah.
So I think this is going to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, maybe.
Got honey tea. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gotta be so sweet.
Honey tea.
Woo. A warm, sweet drink ready.
Nice. Oh, well, at least we got that one right.
Ah, good. Glad you liked it. Really am, actually.
Yep. So you're a writer? Yeah, I work for the Evening Whispers. But I'm also working on my own novel right now. Sounds interesting. What kind of novel are you writing? It's complicated.
You should wait until she finishes it.
Yeah, no spoilers.
That's if she ever manages to finish it.
Yeah, that too. What's the genre? Slice of life. So, not fantasy or sci-fi? I'm still not sure. Probably it'll be normal slice of life. You'll have tough competition. You're not wrong. I'll probably put some surreal elements in there. Maybe I'll set it in a world where only humans exist. Sounds a bit racist. That's the twist. This isn't about racial supremacy. I imagine even in a world where only one race exists, problems will still appear anyway. Discrimination and racism will still happen. How can they be racist without other races? Differences in language, nationality, ideology, or even skin color. When everything's
Sounds familiar.
I know, right? When everything's the same, the smallest differences will stand out. Perhaps it's diversity that can teach us to look past the differences. Bottom line is, we'll always find a way to hate others. I assure you of that.
That doesn't really sound all that funny.
Hey, it's a fantasy.
I thought you said it was slice of life.
That's what fiction's for anyway. Painting the what-ifs.
Yeah, this makes me wonder, what would fantasy be like in this world? Like, there's a bunch of fantasy races that exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose thinking of alternate universes just like we do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just wonder what an example of that would be. It would be very interesting.
Yeah. I need a moment, sorry.
That's okay. I was having this thought, like, you know, maybe vampires exist in a fantasy book in this world, but they're not like the vampires are normally, or I don't know, because we've got what, orcs, succubi, vampires, werewolves, cat Nekomimi, cat girl, or whatever,
Right.
elves. I think I already said elves, but yeah, we've got all of these races. But I mean, what is fantasy, right? It's like an alternate set of possibilities. So could even
Right.
have the same races, but it's like different, like weird circumstances or magic or something like that. Because this is a very grounded world.
Right.
It's a lot like ours. There's just a bunch of other fantasy races hanging out in it.
Right. It's the beauty of storytelling, though, is that you can add these fantastical elements, and it still speaks to us, right? Because it's still those races, even though they're so vastly different in some form, are still human, right? Like to some degree, like not physically, but there's elements of our own humanity in these races that we're trying to address in the act of storytelling.
Often, yes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes maybe this isn't along genre lines, because I think fantasy, it's very true with that, but there are times where you find something that is alien or different, and it is so different that you struggle to even comprehend or, say, communicate with it.
Sure.
That's a whole other thing, you know. It's like, what is this being that I am interacting with?
Right. Well,
How do I even know it's a being like me at all? That sort of thing.
Right.
That's another.
And I think in those instances, the expression or the exploration of humanity is how the people interacting with that alien thing are, or it's questioning. Typically, from what I've seen, at least, it's questioning a more philosophical concept, something that's a little more abstract, trying to figure out how to interact with it that way too.
Right. Yeah, it can get pretty interesting. I always like stuff like that, though.
Yeah, so I had to step away for a second because my son had snuck into my room while we were recording, so I had to usher him out. So thank you for filling the space with some questions and thoughts while I was doing that.
Oh yeah, I mean this game is pretty thought-provoking when it comes to certain things, certain dialogue, and all that stuff. So yeah, no worries, man.
Right. Anyway, he said that sounds interesting. I'll buy you a book when it comes out. Oh.
Whoa.
And I'll fly back here to have it signed. Aw, thank you.
Got a fan, Freya.
Right.
An immortal fan.
Oh, hey, Lua.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Good evening, Miss Lua.
Hi there. How's it going? Great, thanks. Lua, please meet Hyde. Nice to meet you, Mr. Hyde. And Hyde, please meet Lua. Hi. Duh. Are you by yourself? Yeah, I just finished a meeting. I needed an escape from my coworkers, so I decided to come here instead.
Okay, I don't know if I noticed this before, but her phone has little horns on it.
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of adorable.
It is. Is Bailey's coming? Oh, he's not. He's a freelancer, remember? She looks a little angry about it. So he's free to do whatever he wants. Is everything okay? To be honest, we haven't talked much since the other day. Oh.
We shall fix that with a warm drink, then.
Good idea, thanks. I'm in the mood for a green tea latte.
Green tea latte?
Is there a problem?
No, it's nothing, sorry.
Then a cup of green tea latte, please.
I wonder why that was a problem.
Well, so I think in the original, or maybe we made a green tea latte earlier, but this is one of the undiscovered drinks. So if we hadn't discovered it by now, then we would have had to figure it out.
We get to do some art, don't we?
Yeah. I don't even know. Let's latte art. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
All right. Oop.
Oh.
Too much. All right.
You gonna etch it?
Sure.
What is this?
Why, I don't know. I'm just. She likes horns and stuff, so we'll.
Oh, there you go. Give it like a face, maybe. I don't even know.
I don't know that I can.
Imp gremlin, yeah.
It's, it's fine. It's fine.
It's beautiful artwork.
Right. You can't see it, but there's eyes in the mouth over there. All right, cool. Let's do it.
Perfect. Your green tea latte is ready.
I hope you like terrible latte art. Thank you. I don't know why, but I was suddenly longing for a green tea latte. Like, this drink feels really heartwarming.
Call me pretentious.
All right, pretentious.
But hey, but I think drinks have the power to connect people's hearts.
That's surprisingly deep for a cup of tea. By the way, about Bailey's. Has he visited this place again? After our last meeting? Not that I know of.
He hasn't.
Oh. Oh, we got another thingy here. Is it Lua?
Man.
It is.
More.
Yep. Okay, so this is more of that poem that we read last time.
Mm-hmm.
Like
More
the
clearly.
yeah, that's the masquerades and burgomaskers.
What's a burgomasker?
So a burga mask
Mm-hmm.
is a type of dance. I think if I looked it up correctly.
Alright.
Just like masquerade is a type of ball and a dance involved with it. A burga mask is like a specific type of dance. So it's just different types of like get-togethers, I guess.
Okay.
Lover of the bright moonlight, believe in life without a fight. Big fan of art and poetry, can you tell? Working 9 to 5 in trading company by day, going to poetry readings and museums on the weekends, enraptured by the forbidden fruit. Is there more? Oh, we get something for Freya. There we go.
Yeah.
Coffee,
Gil
coffee,
Nyman.
coffee. In case you didn't get it the first time, I'm a big fan of Nyman and Harakami, so there's that.
Yes, Gil Nyman.
And Maruki Harakami, yeah. Working as a journalist because it's the best way to learn how to write better, talk to people who have experienced more than you, and get paid for learning things. Fair enough.
Good deal.
Answer your phone, Hyde. I should apologize for the commotion we've caused.
Please don't worry about that.
Who is this Bailey's person you keep mentioning? Bailey's is, or was, I don't know. My boyfriend. We had a little fight a few days ago. About what? Hey, is it okay for him to just ask her like that?
Can you tell me?
Dude, I'm just a customer. You're the owner of this place. It's an old problem. I'm a succubus and he's an elf. The usual racial problems then.
Look at Freya's face.
Psst, show some manners, old man. What? I'm just following up on the question you started. It's alright. Bailey's and I have different views on the importance of family. My family's pretty close and we usually there are supportive. But when it comes to dating an elf, they fear that I'll be treated like a peasant. Bailey's on the other hand, he comes from a well-respected elven family. They can be cagey at times, I get it. But for whatever reason, he took his family for granted. It's not surprising that his family would disagree with the relationship. You don't sound like most succubi I know. How's your boyfriend dealing with this? He said we should keep going. Just the same as we have been for the last 10 years. So you've been together for 10 years as a couple. And he's suggesting that both of you should just go on as usual. I mean, your relationship for the past 10 years, that was without familial approval, right? Well, yes. But I want our relationship to move forward. I want a family. Did he disagree with the idea of marrying you? No, quite the opposite. He wanted to marry me. What's the problem then? It's not that simple. His family will disown him? Yes. He wants to marry you, even if he has to leave his family. Yes. Problem solved then? Why do you have to care so much about what his or your family thinks? Just marry him. Make a family of your own. It's not that simple.
Whoa.
You don't want to be held responsible if he regrets his decision one day. Bet anyone's family is not a solution. What if marrying me is a mistake? What if he regrets leaving his family? I can't take that kind of responsibility. I can't let him make that sacrifice. Lua, did you ever think about the risks when you started dating him? Yes. No. Maybe a little bit. We didn't think it would get this far. From what I can see, you're the problem here. You're pretty greedy for wanting it all. Him, family approval, You're asking for racial reconciliation. Might as well ask for world peace. Old man, stop talking. Lua, if I may ask, do you want to marry Bailey's? I love him. Of course I do. Even so, I can't leave him with his family for me. It'd be selfish, because I can't do the same for him. I love my family so much, no matter how messy they are. Well, that's difficult. So you're forcing your boyfriend to have the same life as you have. That blood is thicker than water mentality won't work here. Nor is it correctly used. Anyway. Not every family is worth fighting for, you know. Some are. Not his. Have you ever met Bailey's family? No, they always rejected the idea. Did he ever try to introduce you to them? He did. You can't have it all, lady. I like how Freya's getting smaller and smaller in the background.
Oh, he's getting crushed into the between them.
Yes. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a story where some fairy godmother will suddenly appear and grant your wishes. This is how things go in real life. You have to take chances and make sacrifices, and you choose which one is best for you. Pretty simple. I'm sorry, I have to leave. I hate to be the girl who always runs away, but thank you for the advice.
Take care on your way, Miss Lua.
I will. Bye!
Man, he really let her know what he thinks.
Again, he's lived such a long time, I wonder if there's some element of not caring about some of the social niceties.
Yes. That's how that came off to me. Like, I really don't care. I'm just, here.
Right. Well, what he said was right, though. Like, he had some good opinions, at least, thoughts to at least consider.
Yeah.
And he was not as harsh as he probably could have been. You were super harsh, old man. But you agree with me, don't you? Well, that sigh. You didn't have to say it so harshly, you know. What are you doing here by yourself anyway? Trying to pick a fight with everyone? I'm waiting for a friend.
Speaking of.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, buddy.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Gala. How are you doing, Freya? I'm fine. But your friend there is one hell of a troublemaker. What'd you do this time, Hyde? Stated facts. Harshly. To someone that needed it. But not the way you said it. Let me order a drink first. Then you folks tell me about what happened.
Before we get into this.
Yeah.
What are you having this evening, sir?
You remember my Fury remedy? I mentioned it a couple of days ago.
The one with ginger and caffeine?
Yeah. Can you help me try to figure that one out?
Sure. Should I try mixing the ginger with tea?
Yes. Tea, ginger, and I'm still not sure what the last one might be.
Okay, I'll try experimenting with it.
You'll know when you get it right. Alright,
Because it'll say Fury Remedy.
Maybe, or it might say like Gala's something. Who knows?
It was like tea and ginger and then something else.
Let's try milk.
Nope.
Something that's bitter, warm. Let's see. Ginger milk tea. Trash it. Let's try tea, milk, and then ginger. Because sometimes the arrangement is different, right?
Yeah.
Galahad. Look at that. Ooh. It's even got like a little... That's cool. See, I wish I could do art like that.
Yeah, all right, so that's tea, milk, and ginger. Okay.
I bet this is the one you need, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Let's try this one.
Thank you, Bill and Anigan. This might be it.
Are you sure?
Not 100% sure, but please make a note of it in case of emergency.
Will do.
Is he gonna come like crashing through our store at some point?
Ah!
Okay, now I'm ready for the story. So,
get some Galahad stat.
Tell me what happened. Yeah, I know, right? She's the better storyteller than me. All right, so there's this girl. Thank you for not making us relive every minute of that. That's about it. Hyde. Oh, Hyde. You never change, do you? Oh, both of you are now going to judge me for being honest now. Dude, honesty is good and all, but, you know, try not to be a dick. Listen to her, Hyde. She's got a good point. Ugh. Not you two. I was a bit surprised, though. Usually you don't bother with this kind of thing. I've seen you actively avoid it. Heh. You do know me. We've been friends for years. Of course. I don't know why I got involved in that discussion. I guess the vibe in this place has seeped to me. You're welcome. I understand. This place does have that special magic. Not exactly a good magic, judging from the reaction I received today. You may be right, but there are better ways to say what you have in mind. Anyway, I gotta go.
So soon?
It's past midnight. I need to get some sleep. Take care on your way, Freya. Sleep tight. See you guys.
She's had a big evening of getting smushed between two people talking.
Yeah, that was intense. Why are you staring at me like that? Nothing. What did you want to talk about when you told me to meet you here? I was just bored. And that's the surest way to make you come out. Seriously. I thought the story from Freya was enough to fill your daily dose of interaction. Well, it was something indeed. You said something about being my friend for years. Yes, why? You ever wonder what we'd be like if we'd hadn't met? What do you mean? Forget it. It's late anyway. I need to get back. Huh? Alright, Bill Nennigan. Thanks for the evening.
The pleasure was mine.
Bye!
He's just sitting there like, what happened?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of what's happening right now. Yeah, what was that?
You know him better than I do, Mr. Gala. Care for another drink to end the day?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Shy Denny.
Yep. Cool. Let's see what the next paperclip is, and then we'll wrap it up here.
All right. September 26th. Let's see.
Who watches
the Watchmen?
Yeah. Cats are the best creatures on Earth. Research has proven. I like this paper.
Yeah, it's good. Good research.
Atlantic countries plead for landfolk to send help instead of trash. Interesting. So there are fish people too, then.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Interesting. All right then.
All right. Well, yeah, that was Coffee Talk. Hope you all had a great time with us.
Oh, now I'm curious. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to wait till next time.
Welcome. Oh, who could it be?
Right.
Who has made Bill Nannigan react in such a way?
We all know it's probably Freya.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you being here and hope that you've had a good time in a safe space to just relax and unwind, get into something cozy, have a warm drink or whatever helps you relax and decompress from your busy day. And
yes, indeed.
if you like what you are seeing, feel free to like, subscribe, check out our other videos, all of that jazz. We, as always, really appreciate that, and any kind of comments you want to add to it, any games you want to see us play in the future, any thoughts or feedback, feel free to get it all. We want it all. So
yeah, and let us know if you've had any of these drinks that are in this and what you think of it. I know I haven't had every one of these, but it does always make me want to try new and different teas and coffees and, warm drinks and stuff.
Right. In the meantime, hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you all in the next video.
Have a great one, everyone.
Catch you later.
Bye-bye, everybody.